Meet the Collinsons. Deborah and Nigel live in an 8-bedroom priory near Bognor Regis, with teenage sons, Carl and Aaron. Meet the Lavins. Steve and Linda have been married for 7 years. They live above a pub in Liverpool with their 2 children, Jessica, aged 9, and 2-year-old Mitchell. The 2 wives have agreed to swap homes, partners and children for 2 weeks to see what they can learn about their own lives. What's it like living with a beer monster?
I'm having a bevy, that's the end of it. She doesn't like it, she doesn't like it.
What's it like dealing with rebellious teenagers?
You're making excuses again.
I'm not.
You are making excuses again, and this is part of it.
I'll leave again.
This is part of it.
And what happens when football comes first?
Saturday afternoon, you go and watch your footy and have a couple of pints, have a little bet and get it sorted. She wants to go for a picnic. My ass.
Well, football might be here today, tomorrow and a few years to come, but his wife might not be.
The Collinson family live near the holiday resort of Bognor Regis.
Hello, the old priory, can I help you?
Deborah Collinson is a businesswoman. She's turned a 16th century priory into an exclusive guest house, complete with 4-poster beds, landscape gardens, and a swimming pool.
You only get out of something what you're prepared to put into it. And like most people that run a business, they have to work the hours to succeed.
Deborah's been married to Nigel for 25 years. He owns a chain of computer shops.
Are you going to answer that one?
Yeah, I've already sent a message to him on email.
So can I tick that then?
You can tick this to go, yes.
The Collinsons have worked their way up the ladder to get the lifestyle they've always dreamed of, and they put their success down to teamwork.
We're good for each other in business and in our marriage. We're good for each other, sort of a bit like a pendulum together, aren't we?
Yeah, one doesn't work without the other.
Liverpool is home to the Lavin family. Linda Lavin is also a businesswoman.
210, please, love.
Cheers, my love, take one.
She's been the tenant landlady at the Hermitage Tavern for the past 3.5 years.
Have you been safe, love?
I've been quite lucky, really, to land a pub with such good customers, and there's never any trouble.
Husband Steve is unemployed, so he has plenty of time to socialise.
This is where me, my dad and the lads drink. We have this corner. And this is my favourite chair. I always sit on this chair in this corner.
In Bognor, Deborah and Nigel indulge their 2 sons. They want the teenagers to have the freedom and the luxury they never had in their own childhoods.
I feel that, you're only young once, you must enjoy life a little bit.
A lot of people consider we're cool parents, in inverted commas.
And as cool parents, Nigel and Deborah are very relaxed about young love. The boys' girlfriends, Leanne and Nikki, often stay.
Everybody is here. No one is pushed away. I try to make life as sweet and comfortable as possible without too much aggro.
When it comes to parenting, Steve and Linda believe in old-fashioned values.
You know, I believe in a firm telling off. I mean, we are strict to a certain extent, but we're not over-strict. I'd say the disciplinarian is me. I'll shout or tell the children off if they need telling off. But if it goes too far, Steve will snap.
And again, come on, and again.
Football is Steve's great passion. When he's not playing in the local league, he's on the terraces of Anfield with 2-year-old son Mitchell.
I'm just the same as everybody else. Football, beer, wife and kids. That's it. I think I'm just the same as every other fella in Liverpool.
You ready to catch? Go on, catch it.
Ow! I must be a dickhead.
No, well, you're not the only one that puts up with it.
Puts up with what?
Nearly half the population of Liverpool fellas go to play footy Saturday and Sunday, and their birds are all in the same situation.
Yeah, but all their husbands work, Steve.
Linda also resents the fact that Steve refuses to do housework. Even his 9-year-old daughter Jess does more than her dad.
I could find him plenty to do, but it's beneath him, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's beneath him.
Today, the wives are setting off for their new homes, and they've agreed to have no contact with their partners until it's all over.
We're taking one evening dress, because you never know, I might get invited out somewhere nice. So one slinky dress.
Are you going to stay and help? Hey, the lady. Shut it. Oh. That's it. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Mwah.
See you later.
Bye.
You're good. You're good. Looks a bit farmlandy round here.
All sorts of things have gone through my mind where I could be going.
It's nice, isn't it? Is there any shops?
So, from one business to another.
Before they meet the partners, the wives have a chance to explore their new homes.
Oh, lovely. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
The cooker leaves a lot to be desired.
Oh, my word, I've gone from one extreme to another.
She's got no wardrobe in here at all. Her clothes are all piled up on the floor, so are hubbies, I think.
Oh, lovely. Very nice atmosphere. God, she's going to be in for a shock.
One door handle.
Oh, it's a bed and breakfast or something, isn't it? It's got to be.
There's little shoes, little toddlers. Oh, God, how many? I don't know.
This must be the boys' room. Well, he's got aftershave. Well, he must be over 18. Guitars, music. Definitely boys.
There is nothing, absolutely nothing nice about it here.
Is this my room? It's marvellous, isn't it? Gorgeous.
What it does is it makes me realise that this is what I originally came from. And it makes you feel stronger that you wouldn't want to go back to it. And I actually feel like I want to go out and shop for her. I feel like I want to go out, look, her ironing board cover, for example. That's not expensive to buy.
Each wife has left a written manual as a guide for running her home.
My husband and I believe in operating a shared household. Be nice.
Steve is unemployed. He receives no benefits because she has to work.
Nigel and I will sit down most nights together. Oh, that's nice.
Stephen will often go without eating at weekends as he's been drinking.
How'd you like to be treated? Like a lady?
Don't nag. Don't touch his clothes, shoes, football stuff.
I expect a man to be a man. A little tender loving kiss. God help it.
Don't expect conversation. Don't mess with his football schedule. Don't argue back. Don't expect compromise.
It's finally time for Linda and Deborah to meet their new families.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Are you Nigel?
No, Juliet.
I'm Linda.
Hello,
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm
Aaron.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
This is Carl.
How are you? Carl.
Carl.
Hiya. Nice to meet you. I won't kiss you because you're a bit here.
Hello,
Pleased to meet you.
Stephen. Pleased to meet you too.
Darling.
Deborah.
Stephen, pleased to meet you.
Hello.
That's our Jess.
Hi,
there's our
Jess. Want to
Mitchell.
shake hands? Hello, sweetheart.
I'm Nikki. You're Nikki and you're Leanne. You are mentioned in the book, but I wouldn't know who was who.
They've only just met, but Deborah's wasting no time in interrogating Steve.
When I read the manual and I ask you all these questions because I'd like to get to know you better, I think you portray this terrible image of a husband, and I can't believe that you can be that bad.
No, it's just the way I am. It's just the way I am. And like, if we have an argument, I'm stubborn and I will not back down.
Right.
And I'll go forever without saying nothing until the other person backs down.
So would you say you're like two different people then, tied up in one?
Oh yeah, when I've had a drink,
Oh, right.
I'll gas for England.
Right.
Now when I haven't,
Yes.
I can go days without opening my mouth.
Really?
Yeah. I can go days without saying anything.
So have you had a drink today then? Because you seem to be talking quite well today.
No, because first time I've met you, isn't it? I've just had an hour grilling, and I never even got off the door frame. Couldn't even get in and sit down in my own house. She wouldn't give me time to even move.
Deborah gave Dad a grilling. Very good.
In Bognor, Linda and Nigel are getting straight to the point, discussing teenagers and sex.
Because we believe that we'd rather the boys here than on the streets.
Yeah.
What we don't want is a situation where they're hiding away.
I think it's more the, like, respect bit, isn't it? You know what I mean? Doing it, like, under your parents' roof type of thing. That I'm a bit prudish that way, maybe. Do you know what I mean? I think I'd say, if you're going to do it, go and do it in the shed.
But no, I'd rather that it's just kept as normal.
Yeah.
It's a normal function. It's nothing more than that.
Yeah.
And I used to have a hell of a problem with Aaron, because he used to think funny about disposing of the out the window. Yes, it used to be hanging from the drain pipe outside. There's a big tree.
He just seems so baby-faced, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean?
His little bugger.
I think it's going to take me a little while to get used to this, all right?
Deborah has never worked behind a bar in her life. Until now, she's always thought a snake bite is something you might get in the jungle.
That's a lager shandy, right? Which I did up to about there with lemonade and then the rest with lager. Is that right? And I'm not sure how to do it on the till. No, I've got to give him the right money. They'll sack me. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm doing so.
Yeah? It's quite gassy. Steve's a drinker. I'm not used to people that drink a lot. I'm not from that sort of background. So therefore, I have my reservations about that because I don't know how he's going to behave.
Linda is having to feed a constant stream of hungry teenagers.
Your other friends gone home?
No, they're still.
No, it's still there.
I couldn't really see there being any conflict between me and Nigel because I'm very laid back and he is very laid back. So, I mean, there might be the odd possible one regarding the boys' friends over and things like that. I mean, I think every night is a bit much.
It's a pretty nice woman. She can make pizza, so that's all right. I'm gonna live, so yeah, should be all right. Yeah, it's all good.
It's closing time at the Hermitage.
Need a new bell, don't they, really? A bit beyond redemption, this, isn't it?
And Deborah is learning what it really takes to be a landlady.
I'm going to tip it down the sink in a minute. Because you're not drinking it. Are you thirsty? Drink it then.
It's 12:30. Deborah has to lock up. And as usual, Steve's not lifting a finger to help.
Personally, if it was mine, at this stage in the game, the way I feel, I would put him out to a pasture a long time ago.
Linda and Deborah have swapped homes, husbands and work for 2 weeks. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and Nigel's up early as usual to help lay the table for the bed and breakfast guests.
Every morning we work the kitchen. It's like a dance. You know how to move around each other after a period of time. So we'll get all this up and running for the first one at 8, but there's going to be breakfast going till about 9 o'clock.
In Liverpool, Steve is sleeping off the ale. So Deborah's had to get up early to look after his kids.
Do you think he's lazy?
Yeah.
So do I. I think he's really lazy. So, you know, I'm surprised his bum isn't a lot bigger than it is because he's always sitting on it, isn't he?
After breakfast, Linda's job starts in earnest. She's shocked to discover that even though Deborah is the owner of a 4-star luxury guest house, she cleans all the rooms herself.
It's very organised in the bedrooms and everything.
I don't think it is the home side of it.
Linda's learning that the two teenagers also expect to be treated like guests. Instead of helping around the house, they spend most of their time playing in the pool.
Well, look at all that there. That could have gone in this morning, washing. But all the glasses, cereal bowls, cups, bottles, empty cans. We're just the servants, the skivvies, where the kids are concerned. They seem to rule the roost. What they say goes. Would you not try the way, as in sort of, if you got them to like do chores around the house and things like that to help Debbie, take the pressures off her a bit? No, but even like keeping the rooms tidy or something.
Well, they...
Bringing the washing down, bringing the empty cans and dirty glasses down.
They are supposed to do that.
And I brought the washing down.
Right, well, normally they should bring their washing down. They bring it down on a Sunday.
But there was heaps of it. That's why we've done like 7 loads of washing today, because half of it's been in the bedrooms.
Well, I didn't know that.
Over the next few days, the wives settle into their new routines. In Liverpool, it's time for Deborah to perform a weekly household ritual. On the dot of 4 o'clock every Friday, Steve's wife gives him £50 pocket money from her own salary to spend as he likes.
She'll be coming up to look after the kids, and I go down at 4. And I get my first pint at 4 o'clock on a Friday. Well, we've been a warm day today, and we haven't had a drink all day. The first hour, we'll see how many we can get in the hour, and then we'll level out. And we'll set a steady pace then.
Steve?
Yeah?
Where are you?
Come here.
Pay time.
Oh, beer.
I've been told £50 wages.
For starters, yeah.
Put in there. Drinks money for the week. There's your pocket money.
Chat.
All right.
That'll do me. Chat.
Okay. So, you going down the bar now?
Too right, I'm at 4 o'clock. It's 4:05. I've missed 2 pints worth already.
My heart bleeds for you.
It certainly does. Carlsberg, a tug and a castle, please.
Going around the pub and talking to a lot of Steve's mates, although they all say Steve's a good guy and they all like him, they also know that he's, he drinks too much.
The boys are also up for a good time. Even though the bed and breakfast is fully booked with paying guests, Aaron's throwing a party for his friends. Linda fears that Nigel won't set any limits for Aaron, so the drinking and noise will go on all night.
Now, what if I think that it's out of hand and you don't think it's out of hand yet? You know, where do we sort of draw the line?
If it's getting too noisy and that there's problems from the neighbours, then it's closed.
So has there got to be problems from the neighbours before?
No,
like,
if it's getting out of hand, if it's danger to other people there and it's getting silly.
I'll meet you up, mate.
He has got an answer for everything. He doesn't compromise. You know, he's got an excuse for everything.
Nigel promised that he would stop the party if there were bottles by the pool, dangerous behaviour, or complaints from the neighbours.
I don't complain easily.
We haven't had a
I am
party.
totally pissed off with having to sit in my garden, having my ear belted.
OK, well, I'll tell you what if we go and have a word with them all, give them one more chance.
Well, it's a bit
if it's still
sodding
annoying
late,
you.
isn't it, now?
No, it's for like you, mate.
Just try and keep the noise down a bit and let other people enjoy their evening as well as yourself.
There's also a bit of a song and dance going on in Liverpool, where Steve doesn't like to stop when he's having a good time.
It's only 9:30. I might have a few more pints and I'll go to bed.
Even though the neighbours have complained, Aaron has turned the music back on. Linda's patience is wearing thin.
What are you doing?
Do you want the party to carry on?
No, but it's over to 11.
Do you want the
I've got a
party
police
to
officer
carry
over.
on? Well, I wouldn't aggravate the situation, just leave it as it is, otherwise it'll be back round again.
Can I have a little music down low then?
No. If neighbours haven't been told, so then, you know, and they've already been round, I don't know how many times to complain. You know, why aggravate the situation? You know, I'd just give them a bit of respect and keep the noise down. You know, it's best to... Rice. You get mashed in the field.
It's the final straw for Linda. The music has been turned on again. This time the culprit's not Aaron, it's Nigel.
I said no.
No. It's got nothing to do. This is about the police and everything else.
It's not about the police and everything else.
We're trying to mediate so it not cause any more pain and play.
I told him no music. He's going in. And you've undermined me and said, oh, there you go, put it back on. No, you have. You have.
Yes, but the thing is, it wasn't discussed with me.
Discussed with you what? I wouldn't get a say anyway, because you've got an answer for everything.
You've spent all your money surely tonight, Steve. You must have got through most of your money tonight. Has everybody bought you drinks?
No, just a couple of quids left in the pocket.
So you won't be able to drink much tomorrow then with a couple of quid, will you?
Already, like Linda, Deborah is finding it hard not to challenge the way things are done before her rule changes.
So would you like a day out somewhere nice then, Jess?
Yeah.
So where would you like to go?
Oh, don't dare.
But you tell me where you'd like to go, hon.
I'd go anywhere except the pub and football.
Really?
See, you've got nothing to say now, have you?
Do you think you ought to
got me
quit
right
on
in
your
the
head?
roots. You're killing me, Jess. I'm going. I love you. Just pull that dagger out the side. You're on the list.
It's Saturday morning, and Linda's been left to clear up the mess from Aaron's party.
I mean, how long did that take me then? 2 minutes. It's more frustration than anything else. Like a friggin' skivvy. This is probably a week's supply. And not from the residents. I just feel like banging his head against the wall because he just hasn't he hasn't got a clue. And I don't think he must respect his wife very much to let them do what they're doing.
People sometimes mistake me for a weak man. I'm not a weak man. I don't live in this house. I don't drive a nice car. I don't run a successful business because I'm a weak man.
Perhaps he's afraid of laying down rules and making decisions because the lads have had the way for that long that they just say, well, I'm leaving home. But believe me, it probably lasts a week and they'd be back because they've got it so cushy here, you know.
They only want to be with a winner. They don't want to be with a loser. Do I look like a loser? I don't think so.
The children have been promised a picnic, and Deborah would really like Steve to take them. But he has other plans.
I believe you're going out for a picnic, aren't you?
Wouldn't it be perhaps a better idea for you to take them out somewhere and then, you know...
Come to footy with me if you want to go to footy.
They want to go.
Well, you go picnic then.
Yeah.
But then if I have to come back with them through a picnic, that spoils their day, doesn't it?
Well, I'll stay here then.
Well, why don't you take them out instead?
Because
Not to football, that's just what you want to do. What about what the kids want?
Because the kids want to go to footy.
No, they don't. She's just said she doesn't want to go to football. I know you probably think differently because you're seeing it through your eyes because you're a very stubborn man. Once you've made your mind up, you will not move. But you may think everything's hunky-dory and Linda doesn't complain too much. She'll take it and she'll keep going and keep going and keep going until she snaps. And when she snaps, it might be the damage is all done.
I'm going to argue over with you, but, like, you're entitled to it. And you don't live in a football environment. This is Liverpool. Football comes first.
Well, football might be here today, tomorrow, and a few years to come, but his wife might not be. And that's how I feel about it. Ready?
Deborah is happy to take Mitchell and Jessica out for a picnic because she knows tomorrow she'll be able to change the rules.
Some crisps.
Can't argue with her. She is a lovely lady, but she's not a scouser. Saturday afternoon, you go and watch your footy and have a couple of pints, have a little bet and get it sorted. She wants to go for a picnic. My ass.
For the past week, Deborah and Linda have been living in each other's homes, following the instructions in the other's manual. But everything's about to change, as the wives introduce their own set of rules.
Number 1, no drink allowed. Number 2, you have to be seen with a paper actively seeking employment or visiting a job centre or making telephone calls.
Right, I'm going to start with Nigel first. You're a very helpful person and, you know, you work very hard and you're a provider, but I think you are a bit laid back. And I think you need to work with me this week with, you know, any decisions that I make with regards to the children.
Get up at the same time. We get up together at 8 o'clock. Take Chloe for a 10-minute walk every day and hoover every other day and dust.
I think you're not quite responsible enough yet. I know you're 17, but I think you're a young 17. You know, to a lot of 17-year-olds that I know. I think you need to help around the house more, especially now that you're not working. You know, like on a Wednesday and Friday, you could help me do the breakfast.
At lunchtime, I'd like you to prepare a lunch for myself, you, and in the event of holidays for the children as well. The evening meal will be served at about 5 o'clock and it will be served at the dining room table with no television.
Every night I'd like it to be in 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock at weekends. The simple reason being is I don't think you're responsible enough to be left to your own devices. I don't really want your girlfriend staying overnight. I think you're too young, personally speaking.
And at the end of the week, you'll get your £50 salary for completing the above tasks. Okay?
No skin off my nose. I'll do all them. I've got no qualms with a hoover and a duster. I do it anyway if it needs doing. I've got no qualms.
Why are you laughing, Jess?
I don't ever see him with the duster.
Oh, you see me with the hoover?
And that is basically it. Is nobody going to fire back not at me?
I will. I'm packing my bags after tonight. I'm moving out.
Well, therefore, that's when you should come into... That's when you should come into action. Really.
I will sort it out with him. Put that down.
No, I'm going, Dad. I'm not having this. I'm not doing it. I told you, look.
You go, you're disrespecting me.
I'm not disrespecting you at all. This is out of order. I've told you.
I'm trying to sort this out without blowing
I know,
my
I can
cool.
see that.
I'm not.
I can see that, but if he goes now, you're just going to have to go and get him.
Rebelling against Linda's changes, 17-year-old Aaron refuses to tell his dad where he's going. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and Steve's already out of bed, determined to prove he can stick to Deborah's new rules.
only got dinner to fix and then that's it. I'm a free man. I'm out.
Aaron spent the night with his girlfriend Leanne in protest at Linda's rules. But he's agreed to come back after his father tells him that Leanne can stay in the spare room.
Right, what it is, because your dad obviously can't sort of talk you into coming home, I've decided to compromise and let Leanne stay. But obviously you sleep separately. Someone sleeps down here and someone sleeps in your room. But I still want the rest of the rules we decided on to carry on.
I mean, not the weeding, no. And
why not the weeding? You're making excuses again. I've compromised and you're throwing it back in my face.
I'm not.
You are.
I mean, I'll
You're
do the cooking
arguing
in the
again.
morning. I'll do the cooking in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll do cooking
You don't have to do something now. The rule was Wednesday, Friday. The other day, you've only got bloody what? Thursday.
It's fine, Wednesday and Friday, I'll do
Okay, Thursday, you can wash the car. Don't feel like you've got off with it again, because you haven't. And, by the way, you can start getting that room done tonight, because it's slacking again. And if it's not done, I'll do it myself in the morning, and every bit will go in the bin, what's on the floor, and I'll have a good route. So, there we go. Exactly how I expected it to. One argumentative little shit.
It's darts night and a crucial match for Steve's team. But under Deborah's new rules, Steve can't drink.
Diet Coke, please.
It's the first time in his life he's played a match without a pint in his hand. He needs double 10 to win.
God, behave. Okay. Once I got on the double, I got down, but just hands just started. My hand just went on me, and I
DTs, that is.
just couldn't keep it steady. It was going all over the place. Double 10's on my favourite side. I love double 10.
I don't know.
I don't like you being away.
Nigel's delighted that by bending Linda's rules, he's persuaded Aaron to come home. But Linda's made it clear that she will not compromise again.
None of this running around crap.
No.
You're here, right?
Yeah, but I mean, can we change the time though? Only for like an hour till 12, because I mean, Mum only put that rule down for when I had work. I mean, on weekends.
We'll negotiate to 11:30, and that's halfway.
Cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
You've given me, you know, an inch, but he wants a yard. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, but he hasn't. He's had his inch, and
He
now
knew
he can't
the
have any
rules,
more.
but he knew the rules, but he's still got to argue on about it.
Yes,
He's
that's
still
his
got
nature of him.
He's still got to, like, you know, make that point. You just can't see, can you?
I can, but I want to.
You don't want to see.
I do want to see.
Well, that's not the impression I get. And
Well,
if that's the
up to
way...
you. I've got to. I'm late for the appointment with Mother.
Right. Walk away like you usually do.
You don't know me, forget it.
Fine.
I've come in this evening to sort this out, and when I come back, we'll talk.
I don't want to talk, no more, no point.
That's fine. It'll be a nice, quiet 3 days.
Yeah.
Her way of discipline and her way of dealing with children is to deal with children, her 8-year-old and her 2-year-old. I've got 2 young men, one 19 and one nearly 18. Slightly different ball game when you start dealing with adults.
I feel like saying, friggies all, get on with it. I'm going next week, I'm not really interested. But you know, that's not what I'm here for, and I feel like I'm giving in. If I do say that.
Steve hasn't had a drink for 3 days, and he's still doing all the domestic chores. But Deborah isn't satisfied. She thinks he should be trying harder to find a job.
You need to go out from here, start off with a part-time job. There's nothing wrong in that. People in this bar will respect you far more for the individual that you truly are. I feel that on the surface you feel you've got to put this strong image, macho image, you're a man. It takes more of a man to pull his finger out and get on with it and support his wife.
I feel you're still going to walk away from me eventually and say, Linda and I have got it right, we've got it sussed. You haven't got it sussed.
In Bognor, Nigel has taken up his silent protest. And Linda is being ignored. Aaron too is ignoring her, following his father's example.
I don't know.
I've kept to my side of the bargain. You know, I've kept the bed and breakfast running. I just feel like he hasn't kept to his side of the bargain. So I feel like I'm wasting my time, really.
Quiet without the telly on.
Isn't it?
Should have the telly on when you're having your tea.
Why?
So you can listen to the news, watch the news, see what's going on.
But normally, you know, what time's the news on? 6 o'clock? If you have tea about 5-ish, you can have tea and then put the telly on and still listen to the news. The television stops communication between people. Don't you want to talk to your partner?
That's sacrilege, turning the telly off while you're having tea in Liverpool. There's no problem sitting at the table, but it's like a dictatorship. Switch the telly off while we're having our tea. Everybody has the telly on when they're having the tea. I don't know anybody who comes in and says, get the telly off, we're having our tea. Oh, I'm telling you.
After a good night's sleep, Nigel appears to have woken up determined to make Aaron stick by Linda's rules.
Aaron? Aaron? You're helping breakfast this morning. You are helping breakfast this morning. There's no talking about it. I want you downstairs in 10 minutes. OK? Aaron, 10 minutes. Morning, Aaron.
Are you okay to start on the eggs, Aaron, or do you want me to do that? All right, would you want to put everything else on the plates now? Yeah. Start on the eggs. Well, it seems to have gone okay. You know, and it has been a help. Just take a bit of pressure, I suppose.
Aaron's willingness to help in the kitchen seems to mark an end to domestic hostilities, for the time being at least.
At the moment, we're both all right. I'm not arguing, so it's all right. Yeah.
Despite Deborah's complaining, Steve hasn't been looking for work, so she's decided to take matters in hand. Deborah's told Steve she's taking him for lunch, but in fact she's arranged a surprise job interview for him. Steve's not very happy.
I wish you all the best.
I'll be seeing you today, you OK?
No, not really.
Right, where did you get told you were going?
I told nothing, I just got told you were going out.
Right, well, do you mind being here, or?
I'm here now.
All we're going to do today is just have a quick chat, find out a little bit more about you. You can find out a little bit more about us, and we'll see where we go from there, really. What do you do in your spare time?
Anything. Football.
Football?
Although Steve's been offered an interview at a printing firm, he's not happy about being set up.
She sets me up in a work agency in town that I knew nothing about. I didn't like that. She's a nice lady, but she hasn't got a clue. She just has not got a clue. I'm just on the verge of blowing, but I'm trying to keep it together.
At the end of a difficult week for Steve, finally he gets to play his beloved football. It's a league game and Steve's in goal. He says he's got the safest hands in Merseyside. 1-0. 3-0. 4-0. 8-0.
I'm putting the car away now, and I'm having a bevy in ours. After that, I've just been made a show of, and I'm having a bevy. That's the end of it. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it.
Sadly, Steve failed the test of no alcohol. In my estimation, it takes more of a man to pass a test like that. So therefore, I don't see him as much as a man. He's weakened.
It's the day before the couples are reunited, and at the old priory there's been a sad, unexpected turn of events. Digby, the family sheepdog, has passed away, and Nigel and Aaron are working together to bury him.
It's just upsetting, but in a way it's just, it has to get to that kind of point to realise who your friends and family really are, if you know what I mean.
Aaron did surprise me today. He worked with his dad all day, helping him bury the dog, and, you know, you could see it had upset him. And even earlier than that, he was up and he'd done breakfast, so, you know, there just seemed to be a complete change around in him the last couple of days, so, you know, I felt quite proud of him there.
Half a bitter and half a drink lager.
I think I'll go home pleased to see Nigel and happy that I'm going back to a safer environment. My husband is a provider and he has made me feel safe and secure, and I don't feel that here. My husband's not a drinker. He's not always out playing football. He's not a betting man. He's a businessman. He's very focused on his work. My situation is a much happier one than this. My home life is happier, full stop, all round.
It's Linda's last night, and to make up to her for their arguments, Aaron cooks a meal for everyone.
The main thing from this experience has been Aaron and I have got closer, and he will do what he's asked of him.
I reckon it's changed me quite a bit, and with my dad, I think going through this as well, it's changed the way he feels about things.
It's the final day of the swap, and within hours the couples will be reunited. Before they go home, they're meeting up to discuss the fortnight's events.
Behave.
Easy.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Be good.
Easy.
Oh, is that what they call a friendship band? Oh, that's lovely. Hope you've behaved.
I always behave, you know I do. Have you been?
Have you been good?
Yeah.
I bet you lie.
Sam, we've missed you.
You liar.
We said on the second day, bring back Linda, all is forgiven.
Hello.
Hello, gorgeous.
Have you missed me?
Of course I have.
Oh.
She never did no cooking at all. She doesn't know where the cooker is.
Oh, well, I've been told she cooks every night, all these posh meals.
Bollocks.
Oh, you missed me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have no idea. Hello. Nice to meet you. You too. Very pleased to meet you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were enjoying it.
Oh, yeah, I did. It was lovely.
Yes,
Yeah.
good. How are the boys?
Fine.
Fine.
You see, Aaron's quite cute. You know, he's sort of
Manipulative.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for.
He's manipulative.
And a couple of times, like, Nigel did undermine me on a couple of the decisions I made, and I felt a bit, you know, he should have really stuck by me there. And
My husband is not as strong with them as I'd like him to be. I don't know what the answer is to that.
Well, I normally back you up anyway.
You'll back me up, but you're not ahead of it. You're not ahead of the difficulties. You're not ahead of the problems sometimes with Aaron.
I mean, I've said to you, we're going to have to watch him because I think he's actually drinking a little bit too much, and drink does worry me.
Actually, you'll find that Aaron and I have got very close.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last few days, yeah. Good.
He had to have someone to lean on because you weren't there.
He's turned to you.
He's turned to me.
Yes.
I felt like we were quite alike in a way.
I did.
Even down to the shopping list.
I looked in your freezer and I thought, oh yeah, I've got those.
I think we are the stronger one out of the relationships.
Out of the men, we are the stronger ones, aren't we? Although we're strong and although we work hard and we've done everything to keep things ticking along, we do get to the point, don't we, where we feel we want more support, we need help.
Well, I felt some of my problems with Aaron were a bit like the ones I had at home with Steve.
I'm not from a drinking family. My husband doesn't drink. I am not used to drink.
Yeah.
And I felt Steve perhaps drank a bit too much.
Yeah.
And I also felt that £50 was rather a lot of money to be spending on alcohol. Right. But I asked him for the 5 days not to drink. He didn't go the full 5 days and he admits he failed.
I don't think he would.
As I said to Debs, we're from two different cultures. She's from the south, we're from the north. We do things differently. But Debs likes it doing her way.
But you do form a bond, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Not with her, you don't.
I'm not going to say it was a pleasure, I'm going to say it was a new experience. Bye-bye, look after her.
I knew it'd be good,
Oh. I forgot now to tell you about it. Stop crying now.
You right?
Yeah.
That's my lovely.
Missed your mum. Eh?
Got help from the other one.
Got help from the other one. I'm happy to be home now. In the office? Back where I belong.
She's happy to be home. I'm glad she's home. I'm just glad that the other one's gone back to there.
Aaron's up helping with breakfast. And that's a first for him, actually. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lovely, yeah.
Following Deborah's example, Linda insisted Steve get himself a job. He is now working in the printing trade.